Except that's not what's going on. That is completely fucking made up. At the heart of the problem lies a fucking severe sequence of lies that dumb fucks like you believe in.
Abducted off the streets of Maryland, put in a couple airplanes, didn't know he was going to El Salvador, and ends up in the most notorious prison.
So how'd you end up meeting with him then? What happened?
I think at some point, the president of El Salvador realized it was looking really bad to have this person who'd been...
I'm telling you, dude, this only happened because Van Hollen pressed hard and because you guys protested against this. Now, imagine if more Congress members would also demonstrate the same moral courage against the false deportation proceedings for people who have done nothing wrong, but simply said mean things about Israel, like simply wrote an article in the student newspaper about how Israel's doing a genocide, something that we all know is true, by the way. Like conservatives that kept crying over and over and over again about free speech in 1984 and how libtards want to ban the truth or whatever the fuck are straight up watching this unfold. Indian Buddhist arrested by ICE. Oh, about Mosin. Someone said he talked to his Israeli student or something as well. Is this the video? I truly think that the next stage in this is for bold leadership from Bernie Sanders. His own constituent was kidnapped in a similar scheme, one that Hank Green is talking about here. Like, this has to happen. Similar things to what Van Hollen is doing has to take place with Rumeza Öztürk, with Mosin, with Mahmoud, with all of the people that are being detained right now, because they participated in student protests against Israel's genocide. It's completely unacceptable. And seeing that this kind of action actually has, still at this stage has a reaction from other parties involved where people do actually back down a little bit and concede a little bit. All it takes is for some politicians to demonstrate bravery. It's right there for the taking.
Some of the aspects of Abrego Garcia's record, including the fact that his wife had an order of protection against him in 2021 and alleged some pretty serious allegations of abuse, and even that.
Oh my God. This, by the way, this is straight up. This is just like lending credence to the lines of attack created by the administration.
Of somebody obviously.
Sorry, what's the deal with them bringing Garcia and the senator wine glasses? Is that what you talked about regarding Republicans' messaging grasping at straws right now? Or am I dumb because I really don't understand the supposed problem they're trying to manufacture? Yeah, it is. That they put like fake margarita glasses in front of them, which I don't even think had margarita in them, to make it seem like they were having a fun little outing, basically. It's something so simple and so stupid. It doesn't even change the dynamic at all, but it's because Republicans are so goddamn desperate that they're basically holding on to anything and everything they can. You only do this when you are when you've lost the argument, when you've lost control over the message and you're worried and you're doing anything and everything you can to basically fucking say, no, please don't look in this direction. They're bad. I promise you, they're bad.
As, at least a questionable record.
I am not defending the man. I'm defending the rights of this man.
Wait, oh God, come on, Van Hollen. You should know by now that this is fucking bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. Just ask the easiest response to this is his wife called my office. His wife is my constituent. She's the one who wants his return. That's it. It's that simple. This is nothing but a distraction to try to post hoc rationalize this false deportation that should not have happened to begin with by this administration, led by wife abusers and drunk rapists. What are we talking about? Like, it's such a, this answer right here is kind of lame, I'll be honest. And I really like what Van Hollen has done so far, but there's still obviously like a limit to how hard he can go. But I think there's no reason to entertain it. There's not even any reason to entertain this whatsoever. You know what I mean? I think that his staffers should arm him better with better talking points on this issue. Now Hasanabi are completely ignoring the fact that his own wife got a protective order on him. Oh my God, this Native American lady is back. If this was a good man, I would get it. But why is there such a defense of non-Americans? I do not get it. Because the idea, first of all, you're in the fucking community of a person who came here when they were 18 years old, okay? You tune in live to a person who luckily has birthright citizenship as a consequence of being an anchor baby. But having said that, don't you think that I would have a different perspective, a different framework that I'm operating off of, and the notion that like anyone that comes here is automatically a bad person or automatically should not be on U.S. soil is a ridiculous statement to present to a person who very clearly wants and has no issue with migrants coming into this country? That's number one. Number two, I ask you this question, and I hope you can understand it. Okay, he came here legally. I'm from legal migration. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. First of all, he was legally present in the United States of America. He was literally a fucking union member as well. He had gainful employment. So you're wrong. He has a wife that is an American citizen. He has children that are American citizens. He was de facto legally on U.S. soil, especially after he got a court, an immigration court, to stop him from being deported to El Salvador, his nation of origin. Okay? That's number one. Number two, if you think, aside from the fact that he came here illegally, which is what you keep repeating. By the way, chatters, this is the lady from yesterday that we thought was a Fed, who's like, I'm a Native American who wants land back, but also will entertain the stupidest fucking white nativist anti-immigration arguments that the racist Republicans present. Very cool. Anyway, actually, it said that he crossed the border at 16. Wait, what? This person, first of all, let me just explain something to you, okay? You know how natives will say no one is illegal on stolen land? I don't know if you've heard this statement before. I don't know if you've ever internalized it or if you ever thought about it, but I think it's a pretty valid assessment to make. Not only that, but also, this is only an issue if people that are coming in to the United States of America are actually causing issues, okay? Like real issues. If I'll hand it to you, okay? I'll help you understand this. If what Donald Trump said about undocumented migrants was true, the fact that undocumented migrants seemingly from all around the world are coming into the United States of America with one goal in mind, which is to undermine America and do rapes and mass murders, and they're killing 100,000 Americans every year, then yes, mass deportation would be valid, okay? That would be an invasion. Except that's not what's going on. That is completely fucking made up. Okay? That's it. This is the problem. At the heart of the problem lies a fucking severe sequence of lies that dumb fucks like you believe in. It has nothing to do with things the right way. Come on now. You are too stupid to understand that asylum applications are a legal and valid form. And in order to process an asylum application, you need to be inside of U.S. borders to begin with. Many of the people that you think are undocumented migrants or illegal aliens are simply applying for asylum. That's number one. Number two, This person already had a withholding of removal, which means that he was legally in on US soil at that point, okay? I am for legal migration. No, you're not. You're a fucking idiot because you're literally talking about someone who had a right to be here at this point. He had a right to be here. It's dangerous to cross illegally. That's my stance. Why has he not gotten legal citizenship? Stop calling me stupid. What the fuck, whatever. Because you are stupid and you need to hear it over and over again. Do not call me names, dude. You are tripping. The very fact that I didn't ban you yesterday after you ate up an hour and a half of my time and everyone else's time in here because I tried to walk you personally through the steps piece by piece by also bringing it back to your own like personal association with your own identity, with your own culture as well, hoping that that would trigger something in you to recognize how silly you're being about this issue. And it seemingly didn't work, means that I should be doing way more than just fucking calling your names. I should be banning you and moving on because I do not want to break the law, okay? I'm going to take two different steps here to explain something to you. One, there are a sequence of unjustifiable laws, okay? Completely ridiculous laws. For example, being Jewish was illegal in Nazi Germany. Would you say, don't break the law, don't be Jewish? No, you wouldn't. For example, freeing slaves was illegal at a certain point in this country. Would you say, don't fucking free slaves? What do you mean? The law's the law. That is an idiotic argument. Legality and morality are two separate concepts. You should be an adult and be able to figure out that there is a difference between the two. Okay? And that one trumps over the other. That's number one. Number two, in this circumstance, and in many cases when people are talking about someone being an illegal alien, those people already have the proper documentation and the proper clearance from the government to be here, to work here. They're just simply saying that they're illegal aliens, okay? A withholding of removal to where your nation of origin is a higher standard to fucking clear than even an asylum application. It is a de facto legal allowance to be on U.S. soil unless you do something that is completely fucking heinous. Okay?